Can you really make money with these 3 passive income methods? Let's find out. Hey everyone, it's Finance Made Easy now. Let me ask you something. What if I told you that the average millionaire has 7 different streams of income? And here's the kicker. Most of these aren't from actively trading time for money. That's right. According to a study by the IRS, 65% of millionaires have at least 3 passive income streams. But here's what nobody talks about. 90% of passive income ventures fail in the first year. Why? Because people jump in without understanding the real work involved. Today we're doing a deep dive into 3 of the most popular passive income methods: real estate, dividend stocks, and affiliate marketing. But unlike other videos, we're not just going to tell you the good stuff. We're going to look at real numbers, real challenges, and real solutions. Stay until the end, because I'm going to show you exactly how to avoid the pitfalls that trap 90% of people who try these methods. Plus, I'll share which method I personally think has the highest potential for 2025. Let's start with what many consider the grandfather of passive income: real estate. The real estate landscape in 2025. According to the National Association of Realtors, real estate has created more millionaires than any other investment vehicle. In fact, 90% of millionaires credit real estate as part of their wealth building strategy. But here's what's interesting. A recent survey by BiggerPockets showed that only 28% of real estate investors actually achieve true passive income in their first 5 years. Let's break down why. So, let's discuss the 3 main approaches to real estate. First up, traditional rentals. These typically offer an average return of 8 to 12% annually. You can expect a monthly cash flow potential ranging from $200 to $500 per unit after expenses. However, the typical startup costs are pretty steep, usually between $20,000 to $50,000 for a 20% down payment. Next, we have short-term rentals, like those on Airbnb or VRBO. These can yield a higher average return, somewhere between 15 to 40% annually. Monthly revenue potential is also higher, from $2,000 to $5,000. But here's the catch. Occupancy rates average only 65%, so it's not always smooth sailing. Lastly, we have REITs, or real estate investment trusts. These offer an average dividend yield of 4.3%. The minimum investment can be as low as $10. Plus, REITs have a liquidity advantage over direct ownership, making them a flexible option for many investors. Now, let's delve into the hidden costs nobody talks about. We'll break down a real example for you. Consider a $200,000 rental property. The monthly mortgage would be around $1,200. Add to that property taxes of $200, insurance at $100, and maintenance, following the 1% rule, at $167. Then there's property management, which takes about 10%, so that's $180. Don't forget the vacancy reserve, which is 8%, adding another $144. So, the total monthly expenses come to $1,991. With an average rent of $2,300, your actual cash flow is only $309 per month. That's far from the thousands some YouTube gurus promise. All right, let's talk about risk mitigation strategies. First, there's the 1% rule. This means your monthly rent should be at least 1% of the purchase price. Next, cash reserves. It's crucial to keep a minimum of 6 months of expenses set aside. And finally, market research. Focus on areas with population growth above 5% annually, job growth above 2% annually, and rent increases of 3% or more annually. Now let's talk about what Warren Buffett calls getting paid for doing nothing. Dividend stocks. The power of dividend growth. Did you know that companies in the S&P 500 Dividend Aristocrats Index have outperformed the regular S&P 500 by 1.5% annually over the past 25 years? And they've done it with less volatility. Understanding dividend yields. Let's break down the math. The average dividend yield of the S&P 500 is 1.7%. Dividend aristocrats average around 2.5%. High-yield dividend stocks range between 4 and 6%. And ultra-high yield stocks like REITs and MLPs can yield anywhere from 6 to 12%. Building a $1,000 per month dividend portfolio. Here's a realistic breakdown. At a 4% average yield, you need $300,000 invested. If you aim for a 6% average yield, then you need $200,000 invested. And at an 8% average yield, you would need $150,000 invested. But, just a heads up, higher yields often mean higher risk. The dividend growth strategy. Let's take a look at Johnson & Johnson, ticker symbol J&J. If you had invested $10,000 back in 1990 with an initial dividend yield of 3.2%, by 2025, your yield on cost would be around 30%. Plus, your total return with reinvested dividends would be over 2,000%. Pretty impressive, right? Common mistakes to avoid. First up, yield trapping. Avoid stocks just because the yields are low, and be cautious of chasing unsustainable high yields. Next, diversification errors. Over-concentration in one sector can be risky, and don't ignore international dividend stocks. Lastly, timing mistakes. Not considering ex-dividend dates and selling too soon before dividend payments can cost you. Finally, let's dive into what's become known as the digital gold rush, affiliate marketing. The growing affiliate marketing landscape. According to Statista, the affiliate marketing industry is expected to reach $15.7 billion by 2024, growing at 10% annually. But here's what's fascinating. Only 1% of affiliates make 50% of the total revenue. Revenue potential breakdown. Let's look at different affiliate marketing levels. Beginner, 0 to 6 months, $0 to $500 per month. Intermediate, 6 to 18 months, $500 to $2,000 per month. Advanced, 18 plus months, $2,000 to $10,000 or more per month. Super affiliates, the top 1%, $10,000 to $100,000 or more per month. Platform comparison. Blog or website. Startup costs range from $100 to $500. Time to first sale is typically 3 to 6 months. Long-term potential is the highest. SEO advantage is best for long-term traffic. YouTube. Startup costs range from $500 to $2,000 for equipment. Time to first sale is usually 2 to 4 months. Engagement rates average between 2 to 5%. Trust factor is higher than written content. Social media. Startup costs are minimal. Time to first sale is around 1 to 3 months. Requires constant content. Platform dependency risk. Success factors and strategies. Content strategy. Follow the 80-20 rule, where 80% of your content provides value and 20% is promotional. Content frequency should be at least 3 times per week. Engagement metrics matter more than follower count. Product selection. Aim for commission rates of 30% or more, with recurring commissions preferred. The product price sweet spot is between $47 and $997. Traffic building. 60% of successful affiliates focus on SEO. The average value per email subscriber is $1 per month. For paid traffic, start with 10% of your expected earnings. So, which passive income method is truly best? Let's break it down. Real estate. This has the highest potential returns, between 15 to 25% annually, and is the most stable long term. However, it requires the largest initial investment, best for people with capital and a long-term vision. Dividend stocks. This is the most truly passive and has the lowest barrier to entry. It's also the most liquid investment. Best for conservative investors seeking steady income. Affiliate marketing. This has the lowest initial investment and the highest scaling potential, but requires the most work up front. Best for digital entrepreneurs willing to create content. The truth? The most successful people I know use all three. They start with affiliate marketing to generate capital, invest profits into dividend stocks for stability, and ultimately move into real estate for legacy wealth. Remember, passive income isn't about getting rich quick. It's about building systems that pay you for years to come. Which method interests you the most? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you want to learn more about building real wealth, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep crushing your financial goals.